Hey guys! So it's been about a year since I did my anime collection video, and of course I did promise an update to that, and I have a ton of anime to show you. I did get rid of a couple of things this year, so whatever I got rid of, rip in peace. I'm going to take you through the update of my anime collection. But first things first, if you haven't seen the previous two videos, I did one video that was basically like the base set, and then the expansion to that, which was basically like jungle in Pokemon card terms. So if you haven't checked those out and you are interested in my full collection, highly recommend you do that. But I'm going to get on with all the anime that I bought during 2014, and it's quite a lot. And I don't know where to start. So I'm going to start with things that I got from Deal of the Week. Deal of the Week, if you don't know, if you're in the UK, is basically where MVM, every week, put up a new anime series for £10-ish. And they have some amazing series on there. So I'm going to show you what I got from MVM first. First things first, Samurai Champloo. I still haven't seen this series, but I did want to pick it up when it was £10 because it's something that I have been meaning to check out for a very long time. Because, honestly, I haven't watched that many Watanabe shows, so I'm gonna start. I promise. Next in Deal of the Week was Red Garden. Red Garden was an okay show, I guess, because I actually have seen this. It was definitely worth the £10 that I paid. Wouldn't pay any more for it, so if you're after this, they do sell it on Deal of the Week occasionally, so, yeah. Red Garden. The most exciting one from Deal of the Week has to be Welcome to the NHK. I am a big fan of this show. It's such an incredible experience. And when I saw it for £10, I just had to grab it. I love this show. Highly recommend checking this out if you haven't already. And definitely recommend buying it for £10. Because £10 is a very good price for this show. Because it's so worth it. Love Hina. I haven't watched Love Hina. A lot of people are going to tell me that I'm not going to like Love Hina, and that's fine. I feel like this is one of those things that as an anime fan I kind of need to check out at a point. And this is the whole series plus the Christmas and spring specials. This year I tried to get rid of a lot of my singles of stuff like this, because they take up a lot of room. So I jumped at the opportunity to get Black Cat, the complete collection, instead of having it in singles, which I had before. I had volumes 3 to 6 in singles, so now I have the whole season, but only with this size going on. So this was one of the first ones I got this year, and that is F Tale of Memories. I was super pleased to get this for £10. F Tale of Memories is a really good show, and I also recommend F Tale of Melodies as well. My favourite Shaft show, just putting that out there, because Aki Shimbo pretty much has not a lot to do with it. He's the supervisor, but that's about it. Speaking of Shaft, we have a couple more things to go through. First one being Bakemonogatari Part 1. This was on Secret Deal of the Week, I guess, which meant that it was £8 instead of like 16 or something. I don't have a lot to say about this. This is just like, I don't even know how many episodes. 8 episodes of Bakemonogatari, so I'll pick the rest up at some point, but not quite yet. And the last in the Shaft works, Arakawa Under the Bridge. I love this show. I absolutely adored this show when I watched it when it was airing, and I haven't had the chance to rewatch it yet, but the characters in this are just so unique, and I love it. I love the show, and I'm really pleased that I managed to get it for the price that I did. In one of my recent purchases in Deal of the Week, I got the first season of Infinite Stratos. I don't know why, I kind of wanted to rewatch this show. I know it's nothing special, but I have a really soft spot in my chest for Charlotte. I don't know, I've got a really soft spot for her. A real soft spot, a really soft spot. A soft spot of a description. So yeah, I got Infinite Stratos. Nothing special. It's a harem with robot girls in it, so if that sounds like your thing. Moving on to one of the best shows that I watched during whatever year it aired, Kids on the Slope. I adore Kids on the Slope, and I obviously still haven't watched this because it's still in the wrappings, but I adore this show. I've seen it once before, and they were selling this for £10. I have seen it in retail stores for £30–40, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that bargain, because then when I want to watch the show again, I can. Next was one of the Deal of the Weeks that I picked up from London Expo, which is Hakuoki, Demon of the Fleeting Blossom. This is based on an Otome game, and I think it's a reverse harem. I haven't actually watched it yet, because it's only part 1, and I kind of want to have all of it before I watch it. Inu Boku Secret Service. I've never seen this show, but kind of wanted to, so I bought it. Because, I mean, look at that guy. He's got white hair. And one yellow eye and one blue eye. And the last thing from Deal of the Week is Slayers Next. I still haven't seen the original Slayers all the way through, but what I did see of it I really liked, so I decided to buy this early, I guess, I don't know. So that's everything I got from Deals of the Week, so we're going to move on to stuff that was probably cheaper than £10, to be honest. I got 2 Slayers movies. I got Slayers Gorgeous and Slayers Excellent. I don't actually know which order they're supposed to go in. But at the beginning of the year I went on a trip to lots of computer exchanges, and these were some of the spoils, so these were only like £1.50 each, not very much money. Tokyo Godfathers! I got this on my birthday last year for $3.99 apparently. I wanted to watch this at Christmas and just didn't have the time because I was not very well, so there you go. I will watch it next year, this year, whatever. I got some Pokemon movies this year. So the first one was, still not opened, Pokemon Zoroark, Master of Illusions. Buy one, get one free. £5 each. I got 2 copies of this and I don't know where the other one went. So, Pokemon the movie, Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice. Still haven't seen that one. And last one being Pokemon Destiny Deoxys. This was only like £3 or something, and I actually kind of like this movie, so I bought it. There's something flapping in one of these. Oh man! I got a Pokemon card. One day I will have all of the Pokemon movies that they released over here. However, I will not have one of my favourite ones, which is the Lucario movie. Lucario Mew movie, because that was never brought out in England, because we suck. Next, Outlaw Star. I brought this up in a panel I was on once that I actually wanted to watch this more than I wanted to watch Cowboy Bebop. So I bought it, still haven't watched it, so clearly didn't want to watch it that much. This is one of the anime limited releases, and they've been taking a lot of my money off me this year, let's put it that way. Next is Heat Guy J Volume 1. I may have brought up Heat Guy J in a previous video, however, I have replaced it because it was ugly. It was one of the Manga Force versions of Heat Guy J, so I decided I actually wanted to, you know, get the proper release because it looks way better than the Manga Force stuff. Manga Force stuff is ugly. Next, wow, look at them stickers, look at that damage, oh blimey. Oh, this one's going to get a new case. Next one is ROD the TV. I've been told to watch this by a couple people, but my efforts so far have been bad because this is volume 2. And I don't have any more, but apparently it was 75p, so can't say it was a waste of money, I guess. Right. I bought Full Metal Alchemist this year, and this isn't even all of it. I have a long way to go if I want to get all of the original Full Metal Alchemist in its single form, but it's doable, so that's fine. So I have volumes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 13. So I've been picking this up from Bring Buys and computer exchanges, and I really want to rewatch original FMA at a point in my life. So I decided to buy the singles because I am having terrible luck finding the actual compact things, so... Next is The World God Only Knows, Part 1, Season 1, Complete Series 1. I had to get this because I really like this show. I know it's free on Crunchyroll and I could not spend my money on such frivolous things, but I don't care because I really like this show. This year was the year of Nana. I watched Nana for the first time in 2014 and fell in love with this show. So I got lots of Nana. So the first thing, that's not even the right way around. Jeez, what the hell? Come on, get it together. Viz Media. So these 3 are the American release, volumes 1, 2, and 3, which is not the complete series. I'm missing 1 volume. And I love Nana so much that I just want to get it in all the versions. And these are really, really nice. Really, really nice. Haven't actually used them yet, but they're all like matte and stuff, and that's nice. And this is the Australian Madman release, which was a gift from the lovely, wonderful Animelting. I have all of it in the Australian release, and some of it in the American release. Like, so many discs, man. 8 discs. So thank you, Pat. That was very nice of you. Another pickup from Expo is Spice and Wolf Season 2, so I now have all of Spice and Wolf and they've still seen none. People are going to be real angry at me, but that's fine. I will watch it one day. Heat Guy J Volume 2. Forgot about this one, sorry. Next, the complete series, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I haven't seen the show in a while, but I remember thinking it was hilarious, and probably the last good thing that Guy Next did. I had to buy it, I'm afraid, because Panty and Stocking's pretty good. Next is the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Tiger and Benny, Volume 2. So I have 2 more volumes to go, and this was really inexpensive as well. I was quite surprised. I don't know if it's still cheap on there, but I got this from there for like, less than £10. So I'm trying to collect all of Tiger and Benny before I actually watch it. So I still haven't seen this, sorry. This is Serial Experiments Lane, Volumes 1 to 4, which is the complete series. I'm really happy that I managed to get this for not very much money, because I'm cheapskate, because I really want to watch this show at some point. I don't have the knowledge on it yet, but soon. Next was a gift with a Revolutionary Girl Utena the movie, so I can watch this when I finish with the series. I still haven't watched most of this anime. It's occurring to me at this very moment. Oops. This is Volume 5 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I lost all of my Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on DVD and I'm replacing it slowly. This was £1 from Cash Converters, so you know, I had to buy it because it was £1. Next is Volume 4 of Haruhi Suzumiya, the original series, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, should I say. So I'm only missing Volume 3 now, and then I'll have the entire B's release of Haruhi Suzumiya, which is cool. And it's totally obtainable, just for price, so, Next is Last Exile, Fan the Silver Wing. I don't know the series name, because I really want to get into the Last Exile series. I have, like, some of it here, but I just haven't got around to it yet. I bought this at either London or Manchester Expo for about £6, and I thought that was a good price, so I did that, and hopefully it's good. It looks really nice. This was from a Bring and Buy, and it's The Place Promised in Our Early Days. I really wanted to see this a lot sooner, but still haven't watched it, because I apparently did not watch anime last year. So I still haven't seen this, but I'm just going to guess it's like 5 centimeters per second, but with violins. Next, everybody's going to laugh at me. Chaos Head. I really want to rewatch Chaos Head, because I've seen Steins Gate since I'd last watched Chaos Head. So I just want to see. I just want to see if I still like it, because I kind of liked this show, I've got to be honest. So I guess we'll see whenever the time comes for me to rewatch Chaos Head. And everyone's been telling me it's really not very good. Next, one that I actually did watch, Mushishi. This is Volume 6 of Mushishi. And I really like Mushishi, and I still don't have Volume 4 because that one is horrifically difficult to find. If you can find Mushishi, and you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really good. Just putting it out there. In a similar vein to Mushishi, I also purchased Kino's Journey Volume 4, which leaves me with only Volume 3 to get before I have all of the singles that were released in England, which is really what I want. Kino's Journey, by the way, you might think 3 is my favourite series. It's actually Kino's Journey. Just putting that out there. I loved this show, and it was well worth whatever I paid for it. Speaking of Kino's Journey, I got really cool Christmas presents this year. I keep saying this year. I don't mean it. So I have these. This isn't really relevant, I just wanted to say it's really pretty. And it's the CD soundtrack of Kino's Journey. This one, however, is horrifically relevant because it's a DVD. But it's not only a DVD, it's a Japanese DVD of the Shaft OVA that they made for Kino's Journey. It's actually a movie, it's not an OVA. I keep calling it an OVA. But this is amazing. It's a book as well as a DVD, and it's real pretty. Let's have a flick through and find some awesome artwork that I just absolutely love. Like, the aesthetic of Kino is kind of what makes me love it so much. The other one is actually more impressive, but this is still really cool because the Shaft OVA for Kino's Journey was just phenomenal, and it was awesome. So this is a really, really cool Christmas present. Let's see how many people can guess who this present was from. Mobile Suit Gundam, Movie 1. I don't know who guessed who gave me this, but I'm sure if you guessed a person, you probably guessed correctly. So this was a Christmas present, sort of, off of Back a Shift, because I think he's kind of desperate for me to love Gundam as much as he does. We'll see how that goes one day, I guess. This year I wanted to complete some more stuff. So I started doing that with more Penguin Drum Part 2. And I did a whole podcast on this show, so it's pretty good. You should watch more Penguin Drum if you haven't already. But only if you're 18 or older. The next thing is something that I grabbed from WeBuy for like £5 or something, and that's House of Five Leaves. I've heard phenomenally good things about this show from certain people, but not many people. And the old Bees packaging kind of makes me pleased, because it's like a book, but it's got DVDs instead of words. Next is volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Planetes. I am going to watch this year because I miss Space Brothers desperately, and I kind of want to see if this is going to help me through my grieving process, because I love Space Brothers so much, as you should know by now. And Planetes is just another space show, so... but it's about garbage men in space or something, I don't know. Next is about 3 episodes, 5 episodes, something episodes. The Space Brothers. Super Gals. That's not even almost the same. Super Gals is something that I've heard kind of good things about, surprisingly, considering it's about these, like, super gals or something. I don't know. I kind of wanted to watch it, so I bought this for, like, a couple of quid at a convention. Next is CASSHERN Sins. I actually already had one of these, but I'm not sure if I had part 1 or 2. So, I've completed CASSHERN Sins, but still have yet to see it. I have so much to watch this year, oh my gosh. Another thing that I have is Rumbling Hearts Part 2. I don't have any of the other parts, but I really want to watch Rumbling Hearts, because people say good things about Rumbling Hearts, but I don't know if that's the nostalgia goggles, just telling them that this show is good when it wasn't really. Here we have Sword of the Stranger, which UK people might be thinking, well, that doesn't have its sleeve. Sure it doesn't, because it cost me 50p at a bring and buy, so I'm not complaining. I have yet to see this, still, but it's a Bones movie, and I like Bones quite a lot, so I'm probably going to watch that soon, actually. I feel like a movie marathon might be coming on to get me through some of these DVDs. Last year was kind of the year of Beyblade, where I tried to complete as much of my Beyblade collection as I possibly could. I failed. However, I did get some more stuff. So the first and most important thing is actually Beyblade Volume 10. This is incredibly difficult to find, and I managed to find it on WeBuy for £1. So I totally bought that, which means I officially have all of the English release, UK release, of Beyblade, the original series, which is really cool. Although, it only takes you up to Hot Battle in a Cold Town, which is about episode 40, so... In addition to getting the last volume of the UK release of Beyblade, I also got the American movie for really cheap. So, this is Beyblade the movie, Fierce Battle, which is sort of like a bridge between V-Force and G-Revolution, but not canon. It's a really, really weird film. It's got Daichi in it, and I don't like Daichi, just putting that out there. And the last thing in the Beyblade thing is probably one of the last Beyblade DVDs I will ever get, which is Beyblade V-Force, Searching for Dragoon, which is, as you can see, the Australian release. Because Pat sent me this, and it's got the first 4 episodes of Beyblade V-Force on it. V-Force is probably about tied with G-Revolution for my favourite Beyblade series. So this is really, really cool that I have this. I love it so much. But the spine is horrific. I will say that much. Australia, who made this? Magna Pacific? I do not care for your spine designs. They're pretty bad. Next is the complete first season of Sengoku Basara, which is something I've actually seen before, so hooray, finally something that I've seen. This show is bonkers, and I love it, and this was really, really cheap, so I just had to. I had to dip my toes in, and I will be getting more Sengoku Basara in the future, because I really want to see Season 2, I really want to see like the movies and stuff. I'm kind of hype. This year, Abby bought a lot of dot hack that doesn't make no sense. So first, I'm not even going to like talk about these in great depth. I got these from Computer Exchange and Cash Converters. So first, Dot Hack Roots Volume 5, picked it up because it was £1, and I also got Volumes 2, 3, 4 and 5 of Dot Hack Sign. Dot Hack is one of those series that I never tried out, I never really got into, so I did want to give it a go at some point, and when I saw the DVDs for the price that I saw them, I just picked them up. Nothing special. I mentioned earlier how I was trying to consolidate my collection a little bit by buying the complete editions of stuff, but I did not do that with Eureka 7. I've decided I'm going to start buying the singles of Eureka 7 because I think they look really good. So I have volumes 6, 7, 8 and 9, and I will be getting more in the future because Eureka 7 is a pretty good show. Another thing that I've seen before that I decided to pick up this year is King of Bandit Jing. I am, however, not sure that these cases are right. I am not sure if these cases have been printed off. The discs are not bootlegs. The cases may well be. I've seen King of Bandit Jing before and it's a pretty good show, so if you're interested in trying it out, I would say go for it. Next is Volume 2 of Birdie the Mighty, Decode, which I picked up for about £1.50 or something really dumb, which just seemed like good value for money. To be honest, it just seemed like good value for money considering it's half of a series. Don't know if this is a sequel to anything, don't know anything about Birdie, but... And last but not least, in the singles of the DVDs, I have a couple of Ghiblis. So firstly, Spirited Away in a really, really weird release from High Flyers. I've never seen this release before, but Studio Ghibli films are sort of things that I can lend out to people who might not really be into anime, so I decided picking up an extra copy of Spirited Away was not a bad thing. For £1 from a charity shop, so why not? And of course I had to pick up The Wind Rises as that finally came out this year. And it's a brilliant film. I'll do a review on it one day maybe, who knows? We're getting towards the end of it now, but I'm moving on to box sets. I got the complete series of Death Note because this was on offer from Zavvi for no reason. For I think it was £10. If it wasn't 10 it was 15, and that's a lot of anime for very little money, and Death Note is one of those things that I kinda just want to rewatch one day. I sure don't have the time, but now I can do it in a totally legal manner and I will not feel horrible about it. Last year I mentioned a series called Hibernate Renmei, and how I bought the first volume and I thought it was disgusting. I threw that away and decided that instead of having disgusting edition Hibernate Renmei, I might as well just get the American version that's real nice. So it's a box set of Hibernate Renmei with, I assume, all of it. And I still haven't watched this. I'm really, really eager to. Randomly, a friend of a friend of a friend, I think, was selling all their DVDs off, and I was like, yo, that's Hibernate Renmei, I kinda want that. And I got it, which was just really good timing, I suppose. So I got rid of the disgusting one, got a really nice one instead, and it's like my pride and joy because it's really nice. And then I have Peach Girl. I'm just looking at the artwork on the front of this box and I'm like, the anime didn't look like this. I don't know why they did this. Peach Girl is a shoujo that is really good, surprisingly. Well, I say really good. Really frustrating. Pretty alright. But they didn't release all of it in this country. They released up to volume 5, so I actually have volume 2 twice. I was kind of really surprised by how much I liked Peach Girl, and would kind of recommend it to someone who's after a shoujo that would frustrate them to hell. I would totally recommend Peach Girl. One of the coolest things that I got this year was Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 on DVD. You may know by now that I loved this and I think it's well worth the price. So if you're interested in paying 30 quid for the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I highly recommend it because it's so much fun. I made a whole video about that though, so I'm not going to talk about that forever, but that's the box set's done. And speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Moving on to Blu-rays, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyond Time on Blu-ray. This film is not very good. Don't really recommend it that much, but I kinda like Yu-Gi-Oh! Still, and it's kind of like just fan service and not canonical or anything like that. So it's fun, but it's not very good. I picked this up at Manchester Expo, and that is part 1 of the Blu-ray of Magi, or Maggie, or Magi. So I still need to get part 2, but just look at it's so cute. Another Full Metal Alchemist pickup was the OVA collection on Blu-ray. I actually already own the Australian version of the OVA on DVD, but decided that I just should probably get it in my own region. Pio, 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 Pio-chan no Tamago. I got season 1 of Utena Prince Summer on Blu-ray, and this is the Sentai Filmworks release, so I got this from UP1. If you are in England and you're interested about importing your Blu-rays and stuff, I recommend checking out UP1. I think it's up1.co.uk, I'm not sure. But yeah, complete collection of season 1 of Utena Prince Summer. Why wouldn't I? One of the coolest things that I own is Blue Exorcist the movie on Blu-ray. However, the only reason it's cool is because it's signed by the producer and director of the film, and that's really cool. This film, by the way, if you are a Blue Exorcist fan, is awesome. I thought it was going to be some stupid throwaway film, but it ended up affecting me way more than I thought it would. I kind of think it's better than the series because it doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't end stupid. I love Blue Exorcist, but the series is kind of a joke, I've got to be honest. Okay, I said that was the coolest thing that I own, but these two things are kind of cool as well. I have two of my favourite Ghibli films in the special steel cases. So I have Howl's Moving Castle and Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This is more of a big deal than this to me. However, these are still available. I thought they were limited edition, to be honest, but they aren't, apparently. So I got Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind on Blu-ray and DVD. It's my favourite film, so just putting that out there. And Howl's Moving Castle, which is also a very good film. I love the artwork on the front of the Howl's one, I've got to be honest. They're super shiny though. I don't really go for steelbooks very often, but these are cool. These are really, really cool. Next is Garden of Words. I really wanted to watch this film, but apparently not enough to actually watch the thing. I am going to watch this soon, because I really want to see Garden of Words. Like, it's one of those things that gets gift everywhere, and I kind of need to just see it at this point. So this is the Blu-ray from Anime Limited that's not in a blue pack, but it's a Blu-ray, so I don't get it. One of the last things to come in last year was my Patema Inverted Collector's Edition. This is something I got for backing the Kickstarter, so you get this brought out over here, and it's really cool. I'm not going to take you all through it, but I haven't seen the film because I just got this recently, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out soon. I'm very excited about it. All the crap on the back is like upside down, because, you know, it's a film about being upside down as far as I know. And the last thing in this video, we finally got there, the last thing in this video is probably the biggest purchase I made this year in terms of anime merchandise, anime in general, is the Gurren Lagann Ultimate Edition. So this is limited to 2,000 pieces, so there are only 2,000 of these made. I think you can still pick them up from places, I'm really not sure. And it was not a cheap investment thing, but it's awesome. So it came with an art book, which I looked through once and will probably never look through again, gotta be honest. The reason that the Gurren Lagann Ultimate Edition is actually kind of cool is because it comes with the whole series on Blu-ray, as well as the movies on Blu-ray. So you get a lot of stuff there, and they're never going to release the rest of it, like the movies, singly on Blu-ray, so it's just going to be on DVD, I guess, in the future. But it also comes with parallel works, which is cool, because I didn't know that. Literally just saw it on the disc. So yeah, that's pretty much everything to do with Gurren Lagann I'll ever need. And before the weather gets any worse, that is it for this video. One last thing before I go though, I know a lot of people have said in the past that I seem to have a lot of money because of my anime collection, and that's not really the case. I just budget myself really well. So if you guys in the future want a video about how to budget properly to buy anime in the UK and where to get it from, do let me know, because I will totally make one of those if that is a thing that people want. Well, this clearly ain't getting any better. Oh my god! What the fuck? You can't appreciate this, but there's literally just water pouring down my window, as if someone has poured a bucket on it.
Finish the video, and then point the camera over there, you can show them.
Right. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys soon. It's a tender rain.
That is not a tender rain.
Is my street like flooded? I should probably check that we don't need to like leave the house immediately.